Hey guys, in today's video I'm going to be doing a review on the Smashbox Full Exposure Palette. It's basically a eyeshadow palette by Smashbox that has all neutral shades, and it also includes how-tos for 6 different eye shapes. And on the back of the palette it also has like the colors. The colors don't really have names, they are assigned a number. So in the shimmer row, because there's one row that's entirely shimmers and one row that's entirely mattes, which is why I really like this palette a lot. And so like the shimmers, S1, S2, S3, so on and so forth. And same with the mattes, M1, M2, M3, so on and so forth. The palette also comes with a brush, which I really love. One side is flat. I don't really like dual-sided brushes because they're really hard to like store. For example, I have my cups all like in a cup, so one side of the brush is always going to get messed up, so you have to kind of leave them out flat, which is kind of annoying. But anyway, so it comes with one side that's flat, which they recommend to use for the shimmer shadows. One side is white and one side is dark. I don't know if that means that one side is synthetic and one side is natural. I'm not really sure.
Daddy.
I'm not your daddy.
Daddy.
Do you want to say hi?
Daddy.
Say hi.
Hi.
And then one side of the brush looks like this, which is very similar to like a MAC 217 brush. This would be obviously like a blending brush or a crease brush. I used this brush today actually. I didn't use this palette, but I used the brush and I love this brush so much. This palette has 14, I'm reading this from Sephora because I ain't about to count. It has 14 neutral shades from nudes to blacks. So you do get a really nice range of neutrals. It is shimmers and velvety smooth mattes. The clearly organized palette, which I love how organized it is from shimmers on tops and mattes on the bottom. Makes them easy to work with, and the kit also includes a breakthrough eye shape chart to achieve your most gorgeous look, along with a dual-ended brush to use with both formulas, and bonus a full exposure mascara sample. I don't know if I was given the full exposure mascara. I was given this palette for working at Sephora, but I don't know if I got the mascara. I have never used the full exposure mascara either, so I don't have any thoughts on that. And plus, this is just a review on the palette anyway, right? I've used every single shade in this palette. I've used it about, how many times? I don't know, I want to say I've used it more than 8 times, and I've used every single color. And oh, if you don't know, I have 2 looks that have already been uploaded using this palette. One's a daytime look and one's a nighttime look. I'll have them linked down below if you haven't checked them out. And yeah, I do one that's more daytime wearable and one that's more nighttime wearable. So we have, up here we have a chocolate brown with golden pearl. We have a golden deep brown with gold pearl. Then we have a soft gold with gold and silver pearl. A light tan with gold and silver pearl. Golden wheat with gold pearl. A mid-tone slate with silver pearl, and a rich gray with multicolor and silver pearl. And I cannot complain about these. There is a bit of fallout with the shimmer shadows, but they actually do have glitter particles on them, so I find them best used with some sort of a sticky base underneath it. I don't find that my Urban Decay Primer Potion cuts it. I need something a little bit tackier to hold on to the glitter. But if you do packing on motions rather than sweeping motions, you will minimize your fallout. And yeah, I just love that it has the warms and the cool tones. So it's basically Naked 1 and Naked 2 in one palette. So I'm gonna get into the matte shades, starting like I did on the other side from down here. We have a matte warm chocolate brown, a matte mid-tone brown, a soft matte mid-tone tan, a creamy matte beige, a soft light taupe, an ashy dark brown, and a suede black. Just love the transition from warm chocolate brown to a suede black. It's just awesome. I love that it comes with a black. I feel like you always need a good black and a good palette. As well with the mattes, I don't have any complaints. I find them super blendable, super smooth, and it's really hard to find good mattes. And these all get an A+ from me. They're so velvety. I would honestly pay the $49, how much is this palette? The $49 just for the mattes. You get 7 mattes for $49. I find that's a really good deal, and especially for the texture and the consistency. I love finding good matte shadows, and especially when you can have them all in one place. And yeah, it just makes it amazing. It's formulated without parabens, phthalates, and sulfates if you were interested. It comes with a mirror. I didn't show you guys because I didn't want to blind you, but yeah, that's the mirror right there. And it's a pretty good mirror, but the palette doesn't stand up on its own. So if you actually want to get like access from the mirror, you're going to have something behind it to kind of hold it up. So my highlight, like my favorite shimmer shades from the top row are definitely the center, the lightest shimmer shade is amazing, and the darkest shimmer shade I love. Sorry, my memory space filled up. The ones in the shimmer row that have the least amount of fallout, I would say, are probably the darkest colors, so the dark brown and the dark silver, and then the center beige. The ones in between are a little bit more gritty, and the shimmers are a little bit more, like the glitters are a little bit more fallout-ish. As far as the mattes, I can't say that there's really like a favorite color, but the color that I grab towards the most when I use this palette is definitely like the soft brown type shade. It's a great crease shade, transition shade. It's just an awesome color that you can use in every look. And the creamy beige is my go-to highlight color because I personally like a matter highlight for under the brow, and that color did it for me. I can say that packaging wise, I do like the packaging as far as how pretty much sleek it is, and it's not super bulky. You could keep the brush in there, which I like, and I just find it's really nice. It's kind of similar texture wise to the NARS packaging, just not as rubbery, so it's easier to clean than the NARS packaging. I like how this is kind of like, I don't know what you would call this finish of what the letters are doing right now, but I like that. I like that, you know, it has the colors in the back. Oh, it also has a scanner that you can scan your phone with, and it will pull up different looks via Smashbox's YouTube page on different looks that you can do with your different eye shapes, which is really helpful if you're new to makeup or just need an idea. You can just use your phone real quick and pull up a tutorial. What I don't like is my palette is already starting to do this, and I don't know if you can see that there. It's kind of lifting, and yeah, that's kind of annoying, and it doesn't look cute. So that is a definite con. I see that the plastic or the paper, whatever this is starting to lift, because whenever I show this palette in videos, I always hold down the mirror, but that shouldn't happen. I mean, I do that with my Naked palette and stuff. It just, I don't think that whatever material they used to do this, they should have tucked it in deeper, and rather it's flapping out. So that's kind of annoying, but not enough to make me not like the palette, because I am really liking it. Palette is $49, and I think it's very much, you know, it's a competitive price for a neutral palette nowadays. Your Naked palettes are in the $50 range, 52 I think they are now. $50, and this is $49, so I think it's a competitive price. I think it's a competitive product, really good for people who don't want as many shimmery shades, because, you know, I hate to break it to you, I love my Naked palette, but it's just a lot of shimmer, and for somebody who loves mattes now, I never really loved mattes, which is why I don't think I really complained as much about the Naked palette, but now that I know how important mattes are for a look, this palette just makes so much more sense to me. 3.7 out of 5 on Sephora.com, which isn't bad. I mean, it's not stellar, but it isn't bad. It's like kind of like midway type of thing. Different products work differently for different people. I just so happen to really enjoy this product and have used it a ton in store and on myself. So I think that's all I have to say about the Smashbox Full Exposure palette. It gets a, I would say it gets a B from me because the packaging's not perfect, and I'm a perfectionist. I think it's pretty complete and pretty amazing, and I would definitely recommend you guys go and check it out. So if you guys have any other questions regarding the Smashbox Full Exposure Palette, please leave me a comment down below. Remember, I will have linked down below my 2 tutorials using this Full Exposure Palette if you didn't get to check them out. And yeah, that's it. So until my next video, I will talk to you all soon. Bye guys.